Hello, 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 everybody out there in Goimagine land. Settling into this presentation we're going to be giving. Make sure that we're live everywhere we have to be live. This will be live on YouTube. Also, will be posted in Maker Circle, and I believe is getting cross-posted into our Facebook group. So just let me let Steph know that we're here. Hello, hello. All right. Let's see here. Going there. Great. So this today is going to be a wonderful presentation. This is for our Goimagine town hall meeting. We like to do these at least once a year, where we just come to you and go over a lot of things going on with Goimagine. If you keep up with us regularly, a lot of this stuff isn't going to surprise you. It's a lot of stuff I discuss in my office hours. But this is a special presentation, end of the year, to discuss what we have going on. And again, we're live on YouTube, live on Maker Circle, and also this is getting posted in the Facebook official Makers group. For those who don't know me, my name is Jon Lincoln. I am the founder of Goimagine, and today's presentation is going to be succinct. We're going to go through things, and if you have any questions, we would recommend definitely joining us on the office hours I do every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. For those who are not aware, I do have an office hours meeting I do online every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, where you can join and ask questions in real time and just hang out with me and talk. So definitely check those out. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So let's talk about where we're at. I know a lot of questions often ask about the numbers, where we're doing, how we're doing as a company, and we want to be as transparent as a company as we can be to all of our members, just so that you all feel that you are part of something special here. Part of the community we have, that we're growing consistently. So some of the basic numbers I want to share with you today is we currently are at 7,400 Maker members. So those are members that are active on our site. We have 7,400 members. In terms of registered customers, we have 33,000 registered customers. The registered customers number is kind of a unique number because that does not count anyone who's purchased things anonymously. Like every website, we have guest checkout and we have signed in checkout. So while we have 33,000 registered customers, that does not count all of the guest checkouts we have, which is quite a bit. And that obviously does not count any registered vendors. So that's not our vendor numbers either. That is purely registered customers. We're at 33,000. Year over year, gross merchandise sales growth was pretty darn good for us last year. We grew 61% from 2023 to 2024. So we saw some sizable growth throughout that 12-month period. And our social media following continues to grow. We currently are at over 20,000 Facebook followers. We have over 10,000 Instagram followers. And on Pinterest over last year, we did 8.5 million views on Pinterest. And we're going to talk more about Pinterest in a moment, because that's something exciting happening for us as well. So those are some of the basic numbers that we have going on. In general, we're continuing to see growth. We're continuing to see support from our community, which, for everyone listening here, I want to thank you for being part of our community. And the trajectory is still up, which is the most important thing. Now, one of the questions a lot of our people ask us is, a lot of our members, is marketing. Where we're doing our marketing, how are we doing marketing, what are we doing to try and drive more and more traffic to our marketplace. And a lot of it is online, as you can expect, being an online platform. A lot of our marketing exists online to drive people to the website. Really, 4 places we're doing most of our marketing are Facebook, Instagram, Google Shopping, and Pinterest. But in terms of going forward this year, one of the things that we're going to be focusing more on, and I kind of teased it a second ago, is Pinterest. We're finding that Pinterest is leaning more and more to be a place people shop, to find things shopping. We also find that Pinterest is driving us a fair bit of traffic, even without us putting extra effort into it. As you can see here, some of the basic numbers. This is only the past 90 days, mind you. So over the past 3 months alone, we saw almost 6 million impressions, 200,000 engagement, and almost 18,000 saves of pins within Pinterest on our products. So one of the things that we're starting this month is we're going to be engaging further with Pinterest and doing more marketing with Pinterest and syncing our catalog and doing a lot of work in marketing through Pinterest. So Pinterest is one of the places, if you're on Pinterest, hopefully you're going to start seeing more and more movement from Goimagine within the Pinterest world. Another place we want to invest heavier as the year goes on in terms of our development and also our marketing budget is Google Shopping. For those who go to Google and you search products, you're going to find they have the shopping tab. And that's Google's way of having a marketplace. Google doesn't sell products, but what they do is they aggregate products across many e-commerce sites and aggregate all into one easy way to search products through Google. So Google Shopping is one of the places we're going to be doing a lot more efforts in terms of marketing. Now, in terms of last year, we did almost 440,000 clicks within Google Shopping, and that was a 175% increase from the year before. So we already have seen a big increase in Google Shopping from 2023 to 2024, and with 440,000 clicks, that's a fair bit of clicks. I mean, that's a lot of eyes and a lot of impressions of people going to products on our site directly from Google Shopping. So obviously there is a lot of attention being driven to us from Google Shopping. I will mention that for those who are working on your own SEO and you're working on your own advertising and trying to how to drive more traffic, this is exactly where SEO comes into place, because we're not the ones creating the titles of the products and we're not the ones creating the descriptions of the products. We're not putting in your search keywords for the products. So that's to get found on Google Shopping. It's all about SEO strategy. So when people are searching for a product that's like yours, they can find it in Google Shopping very easily. And then this is also where you hear a lot of talk within our MBA, which we'll talk about, is photography and having wonderful photos, because getting found is one thing, but then getting someone to click on your product and then actually purchase the product, that's where photography comes into play extremely importantly. So between SEO and product photography, you work on both of those things. It becomes our job to get the products seen in Google and searchable so Google can actually find them and rank them. So Google Shopping is something that's been that's going pretty well. Did it title page said 2024? Did it? Someone just called it DIY. Go, yeah, it's 2025. Sorry about that, everybody. I assure you right now it's 2025. This isn't a recording from a year ago. All right. Let's call a spade. For the first 3 months of every year, I always talk about the prior year. When I fill out checks or anything else, it's going to be 2024 in my mind for at least a good 60 days. So I apologize about that on the title slide. Let's talk for a moment about software development and where we're going with software. There's a lot of new things that are coming out, but in terms of what's coming out soon, we actually are about to roll out a new checkout design. This design is going to be a lot more modern, a lot cleaner of a checkout design. So you're going to see this get launched this month in January. We're going to have a new checkout design that's launched that hopefully you all like the experience in that. From the checkout design, we're also going to be, after that, launching Stripe checkout, which includes Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Pay by Link. So that's going to have the ability for shoppers to use their Apple Pay, use their Google Pay, or do one button checkout through Pay by Link. So it's going to make it a lot easier for people to purchase things through our website through this new checkout process. And it's going to be a two-phase approach. Phase one is rolling out our new checkout layout, kind of the design of the checkout and how that works. And phase two is going to be rolling out the new Stripe payment checkout, where from our cart and checkout process, it goes into Stripe payments so they can use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Pay by Link, and all the other fancy ones. We are looking into potentially adding Klarna or Affirm, those pay in 4 or pay in 3 processes. The only concern there is that we're reading more and more that with Stripe, there's going to be a bigger charge to our sellers if we use Klarna. So for instance, there'll be like a 3.99% charge instead of a 2.9% charge, things like that. And we're always very cognizant of what makers are paying and trying to save you the most money to process payments, process transactions, and process everything. The other thing that we're working on, and we've already got done in the back end, we have to start working on the front end, is inventory management. This is something that our system has been lacking, and it's something that a lot of you have been requesting, and that's the ability to, per option, track inventory. So for small, medium, or large t-shirts, or for different lengths of necklace, or for different colors of something, maybe red, blue, or green, having inventory for each one of those options instead of having just inventory for the overall product. So that's something that we are already actively halfway done with. And we're going to continue that process into Q1 to get that out the door so everyone has the new inventory management process functionality. Now here's the big one, and this is something that we wanted to talk about today. Is we've been listening to our community, and we've been talking to a lot of our community members, and we've been learning more about what they want to see in terms of plans that we're offering. And so we are going to later this month, in a couple weeks, be changing our plan design based on the feedback we've been getting, and based on some strategies that we have going on. One thing to mention is if you're on the Thrive plan, nothing is going to change for you. So for Thrive, nothing changes at all. But we are coming out with a new plan called our Community Plan, which is going to be free. We are now going to have the ability to allow people to be on Goimagine for free. Hopefully that excites a lot of people. Hopefully that's going to do a lot of things for us. But in that free plan, they're going to get 12 product listings. So anyone who wants to post a handful of products on our marketplace will be able to do that for free. The transaction fee will be slightly higher. It'll be at a 6.5% transaction fee if they're using our free option. One of the reasons we're moving to free is because we want to attract more sellers that can build up our inventory to make it a more attractive place for buyers to want to shop. Right now, we've got, I don't know what the last number was. It might be almost 200,000 products in our marketplace, which is great. I think we've done a really good job of building our marketplace and having a well-rounded inventory or catalog, I should say. But hopefully this is going to really take things to the next level where more sellers come on board on a small level and can support the marketplace, have their own micro store, and build that up. So on the community plan, it is going to be free. This will be replacing the other lower plans we have, the launch plan in particular. So we are going to have a free plan that comes out. The second thing we'll mention is we've been getting a lot more feedback around Mosaic and our ability to give people websites and how that pricing structure has been. And we've had a lot of sellers that have not joined Mosaic because the transaction fee was included, or we've had people that are current Mosaic customers that have just mentioned the fact that the transaction fee has made it more expensive, not less expensive. So we're doing a couple things with our Mosaic plan. We're going to basically increase the cost of the monthly cost, but decrease the percentage transactions. So we're going from $10 to $15 a month, but we're going to drop the transaction fee on Goimagine to 2% instead of the 5% it's currently at. And the transaction fee, if the sale comes through your Mosaic shop, will be 0%. So that way, if you're self-promoting your shop and you're driving more traffic to your own shop, you're not paying transaction fees if you've brought the customer through your Mosaic shop. So there's kind of and we're going to be working on this messaging on how we relay to our customers that if the sale comes through Goimagine on the Goimagine site, it's a 2% transaction fee. And if it's through Mosaic, it's a 0% transaction fee. I should mention, I just saw something come up about this, that if you're currently on a plan, whether it be the launch plan or one of our older plans, they aren't going away, right? So the other plans aren't going away. These are just new plans that we're offering. So if you're on the launch plan, you will still be on the launch plan. If you're on the Thrive plan, you'll still be on the Thrive plan. If you're on the Mosaic plan, you'll still be on the Mosaic plan. So we're not necessarily moving anyone to a new plan. You're staying on the plan you're on, and it may have changed, it may not have changed, but the plan that you're on, and you can always change plans as well, I should mention too. So if new plans have come out and you want to move to a new plan, you can certainly do that. Now, when it comes to Mosaic, I thought it'd be important to show kind of how that shakes out on here. Um, so if you look at the plan comparisons, what we were finding as we were researching our Mosaic users is that if they were selling a good amount, Mosaic was becoming more expensive for them than other products like Shopify or Wix or what have you. And the real goal for Goimagine is to be an affordable place for sellers to build their business without feeling they're getting nickel and dimed for more and more money. So the example you see here on the website is if you do $100 in Mosaic sales a month, right? If you were doing 100 a month, the price is basically the same amount. So even though we've increased the membership cost, we've decreased the transaction fees. So you go instead of $10 membership cost, $5 transaction fees to 15 total cost, with transaction fees being at zero because, as I mentioned a moment ago, it's dropping to 0%. If you're a volume seller and you're doing $2,000 a month or $2,500 a month in Mosaic sales, this becomes a huge cost savings for you. You know, we have many sellers that are doing thousands of dollars a month through their Mosaic sites, and in this case, for those sellers, their fees are going down with this plan because in the example here at 2,500 in Mosaic sales, the total cost goes from 135 a month down to 15 a month because they're not going to be paying those transaction fees. So this has again been something that we've been talking to our makers about and deciding how to best approach it. If you want to take a quick snapshot, I'll back up here. So these are what the new plans are going to be going forward. And I'll reiterate that if whatever plan you're currently on, you will remain on. So if you're on Thrive or you're on Mosaic, the only new plan here is Community, and no one's getting moved to Community. If you're on the Launch or the prior one, which was called Starter, you'll still be on those plans as well. Moving on. So hopefully a lot of you have seen Maker Circle before. Some of you are probably watching this on Maker Circle, and we've done a lot of surveying on Maker Circle. Just for the record, sorry, I keep getting distracted by comments. I'm supposed to keep this just to a presentation and not comments, but someone asked if Mosaic remits sales tax, and the answer is yes. So the Mosaic does remit sales tax. So unlike Shopify or Wix, you do not have to remit your own sales taxes. If you're on our Mosaic site, we do the tax remittance for you. Back to Maker Circle though, we've done a lot of research in our community. We've got about 4,000 people in Maker Circle that are engaged, and it's been going pretty well. The problem that's been with Maker Circle is that it's been buggy. We don't own that product. It's a solution that we purchased to have an app for a social community. And we've been discussing like, how do we want to keep growing our community and making it more active and also making it more open, right? So we were actually in the process of switching Maker Circle to a new community forum for Goimagine. So for everyone here who's on Maker Circle and you're listening to Maker Circle, there will be later this month a new place to do a lot of the communication within our forum. We're going from the app to a community forum, and that is going to be just ours, but a little more like, I guess, like Etsy forums, if you're familiar with Etsy. There's a couple reasons that we're doing this. One, the bugginess that was in Maker Circle. You know, people would have some complaints around the bugginess. The other reason we're moving is because the community forum is going to be SEO searchable. What that means is when people Google questions about Goimagine or things about Goimagine or just things in general, all of the forum that we're moving to is going to be open to the world. You're not necessarily going to be able to post without logging in, so you can't do anonymous posting, but it's going to be searchable within the SEO sites, so that it's going to drive more traffic to the forum, the community forum, and it's also going to hopefully drive knowledge-based articles and discussions out into the Google world instead of being behind a closed door. I guess that's the best way to think about it. Maker Circle has been behind a closed wall that the general public couldn't, Google something and find us. Um, so keep an eye out for that, because we're not taking away our community, but we are moving the community. So there's going to be a lot of information coming up so that anyone who's in Maker Circle ahead of time is going to know to sign up through Goimagine's community and continue all the discussions we have going on over there. Now, with that, we are going to be making some changes to the Maker Business Academy. Everyone here knows Sarah Sewell. She's incredible, and she's done an amazing job with all of the content and articles that we have. Now, because we're moving Maker Circle, that means we have to move and rethink Maker Business Academy. Things that are still going to exist. Shop critiques are still going to be happening. So we definitely want shop critiques happening to help people build their shops and know how to build their shops. The other thing that's still going to exist is the trend reports. So every quarter, Sarah does a wonderful trend report so that everyone can be on trend and understand what's going on in the industry. And then all the other content we have around building your shop and things to think about is going to get moved. And we're going to have that accessible through our blog and through other areas that there'll be the ability to see that. Now, with that, it's not going to be part of any of the plans before. Maker Business Academy is going to be now open to all. So all that content is going to be free and open versus before you had to be on a certain plan to access it. So before you had to be on the Thrive or Mosaic plan to access Maker Business Academy. Now all of that educational content that we're building is going to be open to the entire community to access it all. So just keep in mind, as we transition Maker Circle onto the new community, MBA and all of our educational content is going to be transitioning with it. So that's pretty much the update we wanted to give today. We're very excited about the future of Goimagine. We think we have some wonderful support from the maker community, which is fantastic. We're excited about a lot of the development we have going on, and we're excited about 2025 to be another growth year. So thank you everybody for your support. We are certainly on to something great. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be live Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern in Maker Circle. So if you want to join me there, I'm happy to answer any questions and go over any details you would like further Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and every Wednesday after that. When we move the community, it might be on YouTube, but we're going to be announcing that as well as we move my Wednesday office hours, where that's going to be, so you can find it, communicate with me, and continue growing the community. So thank you everybody for all that you do. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful Happy New Year, and I will see you on Wednesday for the office hours. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.